Hi guys, welcome back. All right, Scorpios, let's go ahead and take a little peek. We are going to see what does Scorpio not see coming toward them right now. We have heartbreak, we have Two of Cups, we have King of Pentacles. Somebody has been desperately in love with Scorpio. And this could be a person that either Scorpio never knew that they felt this way. This does not mean Scorpio has ever reciprocated the feelings either. This could be a really big shocker to Scorpio that they have been head over heels. This could be somebody has a broken heart though, and they could be coming to Scorpio for support, and maybe they're brokenhearted over something else. And Scorpio's like, oh God, what's that song by Vanessa Williams? Because how could you give your heart to someone else but share your dreams with me? Sometimes the very thing you're looking for is the one thing you can't see. Sometimes the snow comes down in June. Sometimes the sun goes around the moon. And I think it's called You Went and Saved the Best for Last. It's either a storyline where they're coming into Scorpio heartbroken, and Scorpio's like, me, I'm the one you're supposed to be with. Or this is somebody utterly heartbroken over Scorpio and they're ready to just blurt it out. I don't know. We've got mixed communication here. Can I see more on that page of Pentacles being sideways? This is two people that start talking, need to start talking. Temperance, Ace of Wands. This could be a shock to Scorpio if this person is in love with them. I suppose we could read it the opposite direction as well, but because that King of Pentacles looks so bummed, that's why I'm more tempted to say that it's someone who's in love with Scorpio, has been for a long time, and maybe Scorpio's been in love with somebody else or heartbroken by somebody else. And they are the ones saying, but I'm right here. Like, I've waited for a chance for so long. This could be something that Scorpio is going to be shocked to discover. I had no idea you felt that way about me. I had no idea. I've been healing my heart from somebody else who broke my heart without realizing you've thought I was somebody so special to you. Look, this could be, you notice that we have suddenly this torch that is lit and we've got all these roses and it's very, very romantic. And it's like, oh my God, discovering you feel that way about me makes me actually realize, what was I doing? Why were my eyes blurry with tears over somebody else? Look, somebody has red hair in this, or strawberry blonde, or it's representing that torch. That's why I think whomever it is, I'm going to go ahead and read the story in one direction right now. Okay. I think we have enough cards to kind of commit to one way to tell it. I'm going to say Scorpio was brokenhearted over somebody that they believed was supposed to have been their partner for life. And I think what Scorpio is going to be stunned to discover is that there has been somebody else, a King of Pentacles, so possibly a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, maybe somebody that they work with, maybe somebody, I don't know if this person sits in an office chair or they sit in a chair. This almost feels like somebody who's like a, what do you call them? The lifeguards. But they've been feeling like, God, I could treat you so much better. And I almost think they've had to watch Scorpio be brokenhearted over a King of Cups that didn't treat Scorpio well. And maybe Scorpio was like, oh my God, I got devastated by someone who totally demolished my heart. And they're like, but I've been waiting here to give you something better. How could you not see that I'm right here? It feels like they're finally going to be telling Scorpio how they feel. And it could be a difficult conversation. It could be like Scorpio's not 100% sure. They think that this person's just a palsy-walsy. And it could be one of those things where it's a bit of a shock to hear that they're not just trying to be friends with Scorpio. This King of Pentacles, they may look really good in green, or they have green eyes or something, because there's a lot of green around them. They could also be quite wealthy. Whoever this person is, I just feel they could be quite a bit taller than Scorpio also. Just size difference is evident here. I feel like this is going to be a stunner and a nice surprise to Scorpio. And I almost think it's going to kind of, on the heels of this dialogue of them finally revealing their feelings for Scorpio, I think it's going to be wonderful. I think it's actually going to be really beautiful. Like Scorpio is going to be shocked that they might have actually reciprocate feelings. God is going to make them feel like $1,000,000. They could certainly be a Virgo, could also be a Gemini. You see them doing the fist bump in the air. Look, this person has loved Scorpio for a very long time. And I really think Scorpio has had no idea. Let me just go back and ask, does Scorpio, have they had any inkling that this King of Pentacles liked them? No. Eight of Wands, Hermit, Six of Cups. It was like, no, they never said it. I mean, they're a good friend. They're somebody that, they seem to show up in my life at certain times. I'm always super happy to see them. We have a very easy rapport. Whomever this person is, it's somebody that is already in Scorpio's world who seems just like a friend. So much of like a friend that, and so much of a comfort zone that it did not cross Scorpio's mind that there was like genuine love and that they feel such a bond to Scorpio because Scorpio looked at them as we're pals. This is maybe somebody Scorpio has known many, many years. This could be someone that they're like, oh, we went to high school together. We went to college together. This is, we started the same job together. We were just friends. We didn't, I mean, sure, I can talk to them about anything. But in truth, Scorpio doesn't know what's going on with them. Maybe Scorpio's like, yeah, well, they have been single for a while, but I don't really ask them about their love life. We're just friends. This person's been single because they wanted to be with Scorpio and they didn't let on because it was like not appropriate. Scorpio was either in love with somebody else who was not treating him well. And this person was probably pulling out his hair, trying to be like, what are you doing with that loser? Why are you crying over that loser when I'm right here? I think now it's going to click and it's going to be like, oh my God, you were trying to show me, not just through friendship, that you were trying to show me that this is how I should be treated. I think maybe it's going to sound like, wow, Scorpio's just jumping lanes all of a sudden. It's like, oh, wait, you like me? Okay, then I like you back. But that's not what it is. It's almost like, well, like I said, that Vanessa Williams song. Sometimes we can't see what's right in front of our eyes. Sometimes a good friend is actually a lot more than a good friend. And we just didn't put them in that category. We didn't see it that way. And now that we do see it, we can't unsee it. It's like, oh my God, you're an amazing person. You're an amazing partner. You're somebody I could love. Four of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and Emperor. This looks really, really lovely. If anything, I could see them like really being an amazing catch. And I think Scorpio still might have their heart be a little bit raw and say, look, we got to go slow because even if you seem really great, I want to make sure this time that I have a lot of trust. It doesn't mean that Scorpio's like going to say, I think, even though you've been a good friend, all you want me for is, passion. But Scorpio's like, I don't think I can handle another relationship that just fizzles or that somebody doesn't turn out to be who they said they were. I think if anything, Scorpio's like, I really would like to not take on a physical relationship right away. And I don't think this person's going to have any problem with that. I think they're like, yep, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly. You got to see that I'm the real deal, that I'm not just even a king, I'm an emperor. I think Scorpio is saying, I don't want to just date. I only want to be with somebody that I can feel genuinely safe with. Scorpio might even tell them point blank, I'm not interested in dating you. I only want a person that I could actually feel I'm going to have a lifetime with. Now that could be a sudden and very tall order, but that might be how Scorpio's feeling. Like, I don't want anybody else in my life or to give my time to anybody that's just for, out for fun. How are they going to respond to that? Because this feels like, actually, that feels like their own deck. Hang on. But this whole storyline feels like we're moving ahead at a really rapid pace. Five of Swords, Ace of Cups. It's kind of cute only because they're like, you're going to tell me that you want to make sure that I'm not playing? I'm not the one who's been tangled up with the wrong person doing this weird chess game of not being able, they were super frustrated watching Scorpio go through this because they love Scorpio. It's so crazy. They may be a little bit hot, a little bit like, what are you saying? You think that I'm not the reliable one? And they may, in all fairness, point a little bit back at Scorpio and say, Scorpio, you're the one who was in a relationship with someone that was breaking your heart. I'm the person who's been consistent. I haven't wavered. I haven't been somebody that hasn't been consistent in your world as a friend, or I haven't been inconsistent in the way I felt about you. You're the one who hasn't yet shown me that you love me because this is all new to you to find out that I care. I'm more worried about whether or not you're going to want to be with me, not vice versa. And I think that that's such a good, like, straightforward, like, whoa, tap the brakes here. I kind of think that that's only fair that they would point that out, and that could give Scorpio a heck of a lot more reassurance. Sometimes to go ahead and point out like the audacity of a statement, if Scorpio's like, look, I don't know that you're super reliable, and their response is, excuse me? Me not be reliable? No, let's turn this back around and let's call this out as it is. Page of Wands, Eight of Cups. I almost think that this person is going to say to Scorpio, you take what time you need, and when you're ready to offer me your full attention, come back to me. I think that this is them saying, no, I'm not going to try to win you, Scorpio, because I've never done you dirty. You have to want me because I've been loving you when, you didn't want me. So you got to figure out if you want me. And I'm not going to chase you. You have to just decide. I think that they put it back on Scorpio. And I have to say, in this storyline, I think that they are really showing some backbone and their consistency and their dedication, and the fact that they want Scorpio not to feel pressured, but to decide from their heart space if they really, because this person wants to be loved. This person wants to be loved, but they want it to be because Scorpio genuinely wants them. So they're not going to engage in a, like, oh, Scorpio is going to keep pushing them away and they have to keep, kind of like groveling or anything like that. I like the fact that they're giving Scorpio their power and saying, you have the right to pick whomever you want. I also have the right to be chosen. And if I'm not the one that you want, then by all means, let me go. But I'm not the person who's going to, chase you. You get to pick whatever you want and I'll respect it. But if you decide you want me, I'm here. But I won't chase you and I won't try to prove it to you, because I think I've already proved that I've been consistent. I gotta say, I love this person. I feel like they've got a backbone. I feel like they're telling Scorpio something that they needed to be able to say. Scorpio can't punish them for the crimes of somebody else, not when this person has been so consistent. They haven't done Scorpio dirty, somebody else did. But they're also like, without being, they're not somebody who's gonna, like, honestly, I think they're a great match for Scorpio, because you got to be strong to be with a Scorpio. They are somebody who wants Scorpio to love them like crazy and just have eyes only for them, but they don't want halfways anything. And I don't think Scorpio would either. I think it's the only way Scorpio could have respected this person. Let's just see. Do these two make it? I'm cheering for these two because I like their spunk. The World, the Knight of Wands. I'm going to say Scorpio could very much fall head over heels for them. This could be the person that they marry. This could be exactly the words a Scorpio needed to hear. Because look at the, throwing their arms up in a power pose and saying, wow, you really are nuts about me. You want me to be nuts about you. Huh. Okay. Then maybe we do go ahead and try this, because you're saying you already know what you want the end result to be. You want to be with me. And you're saying, I need to pick you. That's a whole different game, right? Now Scorpio could even become like a bit of the, like, that could make them feel very sexy, very empowered. Like, it's a sure thing that you want me. It feels good to feel so wanted, to feel so sexy, to feel so desired. So hell yes, I want this. I want this more than I did before. Or I'm not even afraid of it now, because you just gave me a security zone that says you undoubtedly want me, but you're stepping back unless I can tell you that I want you. Because you don't want to be the person that is like second rate, or that I'm just being with for a pity situation, or that just to get me over somebody else. That means you're really crazy about me. that's really hot that you also have this backbone and this power and, you know, this self-respect. I think these could be a great match because of that's how Scorpio would probably behave also. And this person dished it right back to Scorpio. You know what? I dig them. And I think that that's probably the best way anybody could handle this powerful Scorpio is to show equal strength. None of this is mean spirited. None of this is rude. And all of this is actually about genuine love and genuine understanding that I only want to be in a relationship if it really means something. And that's what Scorpio was first saying to them. And they're pointing out that's exactly who I am. It's you that may not want to pick me. So you got to let me know if you want me because it's undoubted that I want you. You know, I think that these two by next year could be headed down the road of marriage and it may come fast. These two seem so serious and I don't doubt that they would probably have a very sexy good time together. These two are powerful. These two are passionate and I don't think either one backs down. All right, you guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Scorpio, if you missed it earlier, I did do a red string of fate message for you guys. I'll try to make sure that it pops up on your screen right about now in case you missed it. This is your second video of the week. I always try to give you guys 2 each week. If you didn't know that, I know a lot of you don't see the videos that I post. Please know that there is a playlist for every single zodiac. So if you are on my channel, just go to the playlist tab. Scroll through till you find Scorpio, click on that, and it'll show you every Scorpio video I've pretty much ever done over these years. But it'll be newest to oldest. So it will be easy for you to spot what is the most recent video. All right, bye guys. Thanks again.